Hello, Whiskey family. I have returned from Las Vegas. It was a very short whirlwind of a trip, literally. My brother and I didn't get out there until 10:30 Vegas time, and we left at almost midnight Vegas time and got in about. Our flight actually was a little early, so we were supposed to land at 7 a.m. at CVG, but we ended up landing at like 6:20. So those red eyes are never fun. I know I'm tired. I'm sure he is as well. So unfortunately, there's going to be no Manic Monday bourbon review. But I at least wanted to hop on here real quick, let y'all know that I had a great time for my birthday weekend in Vegas, even though technically it's not till today, but didn't completely lose our asses, so that's good. It was the machines were rather nice to my brother and I for a change. I think we both left only maybe like $20-$40 down with what we took out, so hey, we consider that a win by all means. But like I said, it was a whirlwind. I mean, Friday, we did go down and grab a few drinks and hit a couple slot machines, and then Saturday he pretty much had that day planned out. For all the trips that we've taken to Vegas, and I'm starting to lose count. I think this might be our 7th or 8th time we've gone out there. He planned lunch at Mon Ami at Paris. And again, many times as we've been out there, never ate there. And that was really good. And then he had planned out Saturday for us to eat at Gallagher's Steakhouse in New York, New York. It's pretty much one of our go-tos when we're out there. It's, if we're out there for 3 or 4 days, like the very last dinner we have will always be at Gallagher's at New York, New York. Had a nice smoky Manhattan while I was there. And it was made with rye whiskey. It was very good. And you can't go wrong with their steaks. I've never been disappointed anytime we've ever eaten at Gallagher's. And then Sunday was a little more low-key. We just kind of played it by ear. We stayed at Luxor. They have a cafe in there that serves breakfast and brunch. And so we just went down there and then did a little bit of walking around, did a little bit of gambling, went back up to the room, chilled for a little while, knowing we had a long day. And then went back over to New York, New York to Nine Fine Irishmen and had a good dinner there I always get the Blacksmith. It's Smithwick's and Guinness mixed together, and I can only ever get it there or if I go to the Ohio Renaissance Festival. So, but we just did like a really light dinner at Nine Fine Irishmen, and then did a little bit of gambling at New York, New York as well. And then pretty much made our way back over to Luxor, through our items and, our backpack carry-ons that we had, and, headed over to the airport. Just in case, because you never know what TSA lines are going to be like, but typically, I think that's the 3rd time we've taken a red eye out to Las Vegas. They've never been longer than like 3 to 4 minute wait. But hey, just on the off chance, I don't want to be running through an airport, trying to catch my flight. So we took the opportunity to gamble at, a couple of the machines there in our terminal and everything, because outside of like a CVS that I've walked into, or, just one of the little shops along the Las Vegas Strip, you can pretty much gamble anywhere there. Not necessarily like a bar, but you get the drift. So, we had a really great time. I really appreciated him doing that. It was all very last minute. But it was a great time. with my brother, as always. I'll probably get back to the whiskey reviews tomorrow. And I'll probably end up missing doing reviews this weekend, maybe. This is the big move weekend. I'm actually moving out on Saturday, so we'll have to see how I feel, if I want to like try and squeeze in a review on Saturday. If not, I'd like to pick it back up on Sunday. And I'm starting to try and come up with maybe a little bit of different content too, because again, I don't have a big bourbon collection, so a few more, maybe another month or two, we'll be through my bourbon lot. So, but I hope you all had a good weekend, and I hope you have a great rest of your Monday, and I will see you all tomorrow. Have a good evening.